Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Project Highrise. And I was just about to get my first large office tenant, but I have to satisfy them with some services before I accept them. And one of those was, let's see, we need security and temporary staffing services. So security services needs electricity and phone, as does temporary staffing services. So first, let's see how big the temporary staffing service is. So it looks like it's 12 in size, and I'm fairly certain I'm going to have to go down another floor here in the sub-basement for this. So we have temporary staffing services is number 1, which is 12 in size, and then we have security services, which is also 12 in size. Okay, so, and both of those need electricity and phone. So I'm going to go ahead and build this so that this is almost 12 in size here if we don't have the water closet be here. So what I'm thinking is we can fit one of those offices down a floor. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this. And then I'm going to have to put the water utility somewhere. So let's say I put it here. Or better yet, here, because I know there's going to be a water line here. So let's say I put the water closet here. And then we could go 12 out this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. That should deal with both services. And I'm still going to wait, though, here. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to check was financial offices. What is their deal? More financial offices. So they're still not satisfied with that, so we'll grab another financial office here. So accounting office. And we've got somebody worth 170. So I'll go ahead and take that guy. And utilities-wise, should be good, I think. Need to bring the phone line over. And as soon as they're moved in, maybe we'll be good there as well. I may have to put a staircase in here so they can get down. There we go. Okay. Now let's see. Financial office. Maybe accounting offices don't count. Maybe it has to be an actual quote-unquote financial office, but I would assume accounting office, financial office is the same thing. But it's hard to make assumptions like that when you're not for certain. Let's also take a look, though. We haven't figured out yet how to get the financial offices, but let's go ahead and take a look at engineering offices. So right now, medium stores, people are pretty much satisfied with that. There's no real issue with the medium stores. Now, creative offices, we can already put one in. Tech offices, they need large stores, so they're going to be looking for that. And then medical offices are also looking for large stores. So right now we have medical offices more or less satisfied outside the large stores. Tech offices, I really don't know. It says you need to have more technical offices, but I don't know what that means because all of the lower down offices on the totem pole, none of them are technical. They're all financial and what have you. I mean, this right here, if I were to click on, if I had a small office here, I mean, this is what you get. You get 4 choices, and it's the same thing down here. You've got accounting, legal, creative, and medical. None of those are technical. So I really don't know what it is they're looking for, to be honest with you. Unless I need more IT services, which that's not really made very clear. But anyway, let's go ahead and get the utilities down here that I need. So we'll just stick that there. Electricity, we're going to need right there. And then also elevator, I'm going to go ahead and stick right there. And then we've got the 2 services that I'm going to need, which is temporary staffing service. I can stick right there. And then Also, security services right there. And then they need electricity and phone. And now that that's set up, I'm happy enough to put in the next large office, which is going to be a creative office. Now, the contract here doesn't care about variety. It only cares about numbers. So I could really honestly just cheese the system and just keep getting creative offices, and that would technically work. I didn't pay attention to what they needed, but if I remember correctly, it was, well, for sure electricity. And then I think they needed phone and cable. I'm not positive on that, and I could be wrong, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I also need another medium store to finish off my one contract, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And at this point, it doesn't matter what the medium store is, so I'll just take whatever pays me the most. So we've got clothing stores, computer, shoe stores. Actually, I need appliance and houseware, right? Specifically. Accessory store, which I'm going to assume is... Well, actually, that could be any of these, right? It could be computer and large electronics. It could... I'm not computer and large. It could be shoe or handbags and briefcases. Because it's accessory, not appliance. We'll do handbags and briefcases. Or shoes. Shoes. Yeah, shoes. Yeah, shoes. Shoes. Although handbags and briefcases pays me more. For the same number of services. Yeah, okay, we'll take handbag briefcase. $4.30. All you need is electricity. That's nice. There's your electricity. And now should take care of the accessory store. There we go. Alright, now we need to have another contract possibly. I'm going to assume it's going to be large stores, which we know we're going to need anyway. So, shopping showcase. Variety of 3 large stores to your retail portfolio. I think we're going to go ahead and take this because we need that to get the large offices anyway. I'm going to, want to have the ability to get these medical offices and things. Okay, so we've already established that the large stores will fit in the spaces that I have here. I am going to go ahead and build up a floor here, though. Just so that I can maybe get another large office installed so I can see what they are looking for. But let's go ahead and just do another large. And I'm probably going to need another storeroom because I just built 3. And that should only leave me 1 more slot. And we can quite clearly see that another storeroom will fit right underneath the other one. So we'll just go boop, 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 boop. There you are. Okay. Let's come back up here and get our large store. I mean, because I can't afford this one with what storeroom space I have. So we've got department stores, which do what? Clothing and jewelry. They just need electricity and phone. They like being near art and pretty things, which we don't currently have right now. Likes high traffic areas, hates smelly areas. Well, right now, none of those things are a problem. Okay, then we have furniture store. Pretty much the same things, except this... Yeah, pretty much exactly the same things that they're looking for. Big box electronics. Again, pretty much the same things, and it looks like about the same pay rates. Then we've got fancy grocery store. And again, pretty much the exact same things. I think I'm going to put the grocery store in because, well, first things first. Let's see what we need. Large grocery store. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and do that. But we also need a big box electronics store and a department store. I'm going to put a grocery store in because that sounds like a good idea, and it would help the apartment tenants. So we'll go ahead and take that, and we'll take the Myers original shop here for $8.30. So electricity and phone is what we need. That's interesting. Do I need to hook up electricity and phone to both floors or just one? That I don't know. But you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do that anyway. Because at this moment, I have a bunch of money. And I realized I have not been hooking these guys up to phone, which they probably needed to be done. That needed to be done. But I think being right next to the utility closet kind of just took care of that. And I know I'm wasting money by doing that, but again, I have more money than I know what to do with at this point. So one way I could satisfy that whole art thing is I could stick some art over into this area that I really don't use. And then these guys would be a little bit happier. But for now, we're pretty much good. All right, let's come back down here. They just haven't built it yet. They're working over here. All right, so let's go ahead and grab another large office here. And see where we are. So, creative office we can do anytime. Tech offices. So, it seems like with the first large store that we put in, we're already pretty much satisfying. So, medical offices we probably can grab now. Oh, wow, they don't pay much rent considering how many services they need. But they need less support services. As you can see there, none of the things that they're asking for are things that we don't already have. So that's probably why they pay less. I'm probably only going to take one of these just for the sake of having it. So we can either take radiology office or orthopedics office. I'm going to go ahead and take the orthopedics office. Why are these guys upset? Why? Why are they unhappy? They just say they seem unhappy here. Well, what does that mean? All right, well, whatever. I don't know what to do with that. Okay, anyway. We've got medical offices, and I'll go ahead and take the orthopedics office. So they need electricity, phone, water. None of that should be too difficult because they're right next to apartments. Should allow me to route those utilities fairly easy. Electricity, water, and was it phone? Oh, I'll find out once it gets built if it needs phone. Just happened. There was a weird noise. Boom. Oh, somebody moved out. I didn't lose any prestige. But it's kind of a bummer. And I have no idea why that happened. Like, none at all. As a matter of fact, I don't know. Was that a... Like, why are they unhappy? What is happening that makes them unhappy? It's not explaining it to me. Like, is it the noise? It could be. But then what do I put in there that wouldn't get pissed? Nothing? I just thought small offices would have some of the least demands, but it seems like these guys are all getting pissed and are going to move out. All right, well, I mean, you can't just constantly build a chain of restaurants and things because that all produces noise, so it's going to cause tenants to get upset. Not really sure what to do there. That might just be a floor that is vacant, I guess. All right, well, anyway, I was going to put a storeroom in. Just kind of bums me out, and that's probably going to make it so that I have to put small offices somewhere else. Well, how are these guys feeling? They're happy. They're really happy. And so probably because the stores aren't nearly as noisy as the restaurants are, and also they probably have to deal with smells, which maybe they're not a fan of either. You know, again, it doesn't tell me what about them is unhappy. I mean, I could wait until one of the workers shows up and then click on them and see, hey, why are you unhappy? But for now, we're just going to have to live with it. Okay, so go ahead and grab another large store here. And what do we need? We need either big box electronic or department store. So, and, oh, I was going to check to see if these guys needed phone. Yeah, they did. All right. I thought they did, but I just wanted to check before we did any needless utilities. Okay, so large store. Go ahead and put that in there. And then we need either a department store or a big box electronic. I'm going to start with the department store. And we'll take this one here. And they need electricity and phone. Okay. So I don't know what I would put in this area to make it... Okay, so these guys are now getting happy again. I don't know what that was all about. I don't know what office I lost here, but I'm going to go ahead and just install another one. And I don't think I lost any prestige from that, so... Okay, it was probably more than likely a creative office that I lost. Or a legal office. But just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead and take a creative office at 195. And the services should... Oh, well, they left. Even though they were getting happier, I still didn't lose any prestige. So I'm assuming these guys aren't as big of a deal for prestige. I mean, probably bigger offices are. So we'll just put another small office in here. Again, I don't know if that was a legal office or what it was, but... Alright, let's just see proportion here. So we've got... Okay, so that was a legal office I just lost. Now, see, these guys are losing happiness now. They were gaining it, now they're losing it. Like, why are the employees unhappy? What is it that makes them unhappy? I wish I knew. I really do. But I'm going to go ahead and take another legal office here. Or maybe just another creative office, because I should already have the services for these guys for phone and electricity. So we'll take the high-paying guys. I mean, that might be a mistake, but we keep losing tenants here. All right. You're unhappy, right? That's what it says. Why? I wish there were some elevators. There's elevators right here. There's elevators right here. Seriously? They're upset because they don't have elevators? There are elevators right here. All right, screw it. You know what? I have a solution to your problem. And we're going to make this work. I don't have the thing where I can build... I don't have the thing where I can build elevators anywhere, so this is going to cut into my lobby maybe, but... I'm going to give you elevator access, because you guys are being punks. I can't believe the AI is going all the way upstairs when all they have to do is go up an elevator and get to their floor. Which is why the offices are getting upset. That makes no sense. Elevator, right here. But maybe this elevator's overburdened and that's why they're doing what they're doing. Yeah, see what they're doing is they're going up this elevator and then they're walking up the stairs. So it doesn't make these guys upset, but it makes everybody else upset. So the question is, do I put the elevator starting at the lobby, which I have never really built, and have this really micro tiny lobby that I'll never be able to expand? I mean, in theory, I guess I could always bulldoze the elevator. Yeah, I can always bulldoze the elevator, so it's not the end of the world. So I'm tired of having people move out. And this is going to affect other businesses as I build up here. So we're going to have 3 elevator lines again. And this elevator line is only going to be quasi-useful. Goodbye. Who moved out? Oh, this office here. All right. Well, we'll get another one in. That was a legal office I just lost. I mean, you get problems. I just don't like the fact that it literally makes no sense what they're doing. They have an elevator line right here. Why would they go up this elevator then walk up the stairs? That's stupid. So take a legal office, I guess, just to keep things legal. Okay, we'll take the 135 M. Meyer Law Group. We missed out on our investigations office. Actually, we replaced that one over there with a creative office anyway, because it paid more. Okay, so now that we have that taken care of, I guess we can start working on the large offices again. I do have more influence, so I can do public art, art galleries, and exclusive elevators. Well, I just talked about exclusive elevators, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right. Another thing I want to do is I want to take a look at aesthetics here, 2000. Okay, so it's a little bit bigger office than this area, which is inconvenient. I could use this as a buffer later, so I think it's a good plan to just kind of wait. All right, so that's our upgraded elevator. Okay, so I need one more large store. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and build up a floor to get it. Because we have a lot of money at the moment. I did discuss the fact that these guys kind of want art to be around, but it's not probably a big priority. All right, so the question that I have is, will these people route in a more intelligent way now? So I'm going to watch. So we're having the day start. Here comes some office workers. Ah, there they go. They're going in the elevator. They're being intelligent now. They're not going up here and then going around. So the only people using this elevator should be tenants of these areas here. Oh, and speaking of tenants, need to do some more renovation. These guys should not be unhappy anymore. What I might do is I might get rid of this food court-y thing and get rid of this line of elevators. But mostly just get rid of the food court-y thing so that we have more of a lobby area. Because right now our lobby is absolutely pathetic. But I guess it is what it is. Okay, so everything's put in. Oh, I do need utilities. Okay, we're still a ways away from that. We need that. And that. Okay. So let me grab the store. And I'm just going to put it right there off to the side because I don't really want it in the middle because I think we have more flexibility this way. So we need big box electronics store. And that's going to be that. Take the one that gives us the most money. And then we need electricity and a phone line. Boop. And phone line. There you go. And once that gets built, we'll have the... Oh, I have it paused. And while I wait, I might as well... Oop, got that contract. All right, so what's the next contract on the list? So we've got more commuters, 150 office workers, more residents, 100 residents, loft life, which probably we can do now because we have 15 prestige. Which is what? Trying to see. Can you help the head of the new loft? It doesn't tell me how many. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take the loft life contract just to see. Now, granted, 100 residents, we're not far from that either, but let's go ahead and take this because it gives me a bunch of upfront cash. And I should be able to build lofts, yeah. The loft apartments are rather big. They would fit in here. But they won't fit in as long as I keep things designed the way they are. Now, I do realize I can always move these water closets. As a matter of fact, that's probably the one thing that I may do. But I'm probably not going to want to put anything on these couple floors anyway because of the noise of the stores. So I'm probably going to want to buffer and put these guys more up higher or put them above the offices over here. So either way you look at it, I'm probably going to end up putting it over here instead. Now, I do waste quite a bit of space by doing that, but we could always put art and things like that out, which, you know, some of these businesses want anyway. And we can keep, you know, trash services and recycling if we build up from here. As a matter of fact, I might actually switch to the loft apartments for the next couple floors because we've got 1, 2, 3 loft apartments we could take advantage of right here in this area. And we could take advantage of all the trash services and stuff that are already on the floors. So I think that's probably a good game plan. So I'm going to go ahead and start building these up. I'm going to build up a total of 6 floors so that we could fit in 3 loft apartments. I think I did that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, I don't know with the loft apartments if I put another one here, if this floor here would count. Not sure. And then we could put offices above that where we don't have trash services, so we don't have to worry about it. So let's start building with the loft apartments. So let's get our first one just to kind of see what's going on with the loft apartment and the kind of things that a loft apartment's looking for. Okay, so we've got a couple different levels here. I'm going to assume this is the one that we are looking for. So need a greater variety of cafes. Okay. Need a greater variety of restaurants with gourmet menus, so we don't have any. Need a greater variety of restaurants with, greater variety of stores that sell appliances and housewares. I don't know if we have any of those. And needs a greater variety of luxury stores, which we have none. So, this is not something that we're going to be working on anytime soon because that requires a lot of things that we do not have. I'd have a couple storerooms. So, I could get an appliance store, no problem. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that. So, I believe that was a medium store that gave appliances. I don't believe there was anything appliance-wise for large stores. So go ahead and do that. We've got a medium store. And I'm going to just stick that in right there. And we'll go ahead and do the appliance and housewares. And we'll do the one that pays the best. And we need electricity. And that will take up 1 storeroom. And then we'll see, did I achieve that one goal? And we'll just kind of work off of that and get myself in a position where we can actually get a loft in there. All right, so these guys are in. So what do they feel about the appliances now? So that one's gone. So good. We're good there. We need a greater variety of luxury stores. We're not there yet. We need a greater variety of gourmet restaurants with gourmet menus. We have none of those. And we need to have a greater variety of cafes. And cafes, not really sure. We might be able to knock that out with the gourmet stuff or not. I don't really know. As a matter of fact, I want to see something real quick with the restaurants. So gourmet restaurants. Oh, I thought they were smaller. They are smaller, I think, than a normal restaurant, but not by much. And they're big enough that they're slightly too big for this area. Yeah, slightly too big for this area. Okay. They more than likely have to put them in here somewhere. But the problem with that is that they're smelly and they have a lot of noise. Okay, so I'm going to have to like really think some of this stuff through. Again, I can move utility closets and stuff and water to make room for some of these bigger things if I need to. And in theory, I could put this here. But we also have the luxury goods store that we're going to need to fit in, which those actually fit nicely in here. I might want to put them up a little bit higher, though. But in any case, I think this is a good point to put a cut in the video. So we've got a few things that we need to take care of before these loft apartments will work out for us. But I think we can do it. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.